Hello, I'm Lucas Horrocks and welcome to Rome Total War, where we are doing our Mercenary challenge as Egypt. So, last episode, it kind of went okay. I think it went pretty well. We defended Hatra off the Seleucids, and we did that pretty well, I have to admit. But we did lose Palmyra, which is a bit of an issue. And there are a few, first of all, rebel armies and Seleucid armies hanging around, but they don't look particularly menacing. Over in Turkey, we skirmished around a Pontic army but had to surrender. We always knew that was the case, but we are going to try and do that again. Pretty much exactly the same tactic. Wear these guys down, because if we wear these guys down in the city, they've only got 2 garrison left. And then the Pontic force is literally just down to Nicomedia and this large army here, which is still an issue, I will admit. But yeah, it seems to be going okay. And then also, at the end of the last episode, I was looking at Macedonia, which has got a decent force in it now. A couple of units are a bit depleted, but Cretan archers are great, really good. Having a look at them, good morale, and looking at that melee attack of 7 and their archers. The defense isn't brilliant, but it's good enough. But they have a really long range. These guys are good. I do like the Cretans indeed. Also, we are planning a war with the Thracians because they have stupidly left Byzantium relatively unguarded. They have added 2 extra units of garrison, but we're trying to get this ship up to Byzantium so that this army could move there and then take Nicomedia when they're a bit stronger. Because Nicomedia is weak, I can tell that, but 2 Pontic armies straight away. If we put Nicomedia under siege, you know, they'll just come straight over and annihilate us. Well, that's what I would predict anyway. So I'm going to take it a little bit tactically, and as I've exploited, and I'm going to exploit a weakness of the Thracians because they've left their town relatively unguarded. Over here, things going pretty well. Thebes has the plague, but Memphis doesn't anymore, it would seem, which is good. Very good indeed. They don't want tax raise though. So, I think the first order of the day really is to take on this Pontic force up here, which we're going to do straight away. So, what we are doing, the tactic is skirmishing around them. The Libyans will likely die because they were just too damn slow last time, but that's alright. They're not worth a lot, and there's plenty of Libyan mercenaries around. These guys are great though. I like the Scythian mercenaries particularly. I quite like them. They've not got good defence, but I like the Scythians. So let's attack the Pontic army, see if they want to fight, and we will skirmish. I think they will, because our army is inferior, but we have the advantage of the fact that we can skirmish around them, whereas they can't. They're slow moving. So yeah, it reckons that it's in their favour, but last time we got a lot more kills than they did, but we did have to surrender. So we'll see how this goes. But I reckon it should be okay. Okay, so here we are. And in all honesty, there's not a lot of tactics to this. It's literally just putting everyone on skirmish mode and then getting them to attack whatever. So I'm going to have them in the longest line possible, minus the Libyans. Longest line possible, really. Sort of like that would be fine. And then the Libyans can just go around here. They're all going to be on fire at will and skirmish, which is good. And they can all run as well. Once they start running out of arrows, or start getting tired, or start doing something stupid like last time, then we'll call it a day and we'll surrender again. But we should get a lot more kills than they do, which is good. So we will wait for them to advance. No, you know what? We can advance forward. So the main threat of the phalanx is really these eastern infantry and nothing. They're the bulk of the army, but they're not actually that threatening. These phalanx pikemen are pretty depleted anyway. But I'm going to pause it for a second so I can get everyone on their targets. The chariots can focus on the phalanx pikemen. The Scythians can focus on, I think their general just survived last time, didn't they? Yeah, the scythe chariots. I don't know, is that the general? Or is it a captain? I can't remember now. I can't remember, to be honest. But a lot of eastern infantry which I'm just not bothered about. You can probably go for these phalanx unless there's anything particularly. Yeah, you can go for those phalanx, and the Libyans can just do whatever. Go against these guys, whatever. Okay, speed up a little bit. And yeah, what we're going to do is skirmish around them. So they shouldn't get any hits on us at all. Well, we should be able to get a lot of hits on them. The Peltas will get a few hits, but that's not the end of the world. In fact, why don't the Scythians go for the Peltas? That'd make more sense. So they're coming at us quick, but yeah, we run away as soon as they get close, which is good. The Libyans haven't managed to do a lot so far. In fact, they're going to get caught up in stuff, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. I don't want them getting caught up in a melee fight, but it does seem like they're doing that. The Libyans aren't very good at this kind of thing. They're trying to get away. The Eastern infantry are Wearing them down. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. How did that happen? Oh, flip. He died. Oh god, he got stuck. That is so unlucky. He ran into the chariots, which he shouldn't have done. I need to keep more care of my generals, but still get out. I swear to god, why are the chariots charging in? They're meant to be skirmishing around. They're charging in spearmen. Okay, hasn't gone as well as I thought so far, but it's not too bad. We can still get some more kills in. I think we've got more kills than them so far. No, not really. It's not gone that well, but we can still salvage something out of this. Just don't charge. You've got to make sure none of these generals charge, because they'll die. As we can see, that guy died so quickly. The chariots haven't got high defense at all. The Libyans keep getting caught up in a melee fight, which isn't good, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered about them. Other than that, the generals don't seem to be charging anymore, which is good. We should be killing a few more of them now. Okay, we've now killed 10% of their army. It's only about 80 men though, and a few of them will recover. So not ideal. It is a complete mess, the actual battlefield. Like, don't get caught up. What are they doing? My god, I didn't say to charge into a phalanx. My goodness. I really need to keep an eye on my generals, make sure they don't charge. I hate chariots so much. I'll be glad to get rid of them when the reforms come in. The chariots make no sense what they do sometimes. Okay, we're getting a few of them down. Let's keep an eye on the generals. He's fine. He's fine for the minute. He's dead, but whatever. Gotta make sure this guy doesn't charge into these Eastern infantry. There's no need to charge into anyone. These Libyans will die soon. But whatever. They won't much use anyway. Literally, they're all fighting one side chariot. Come on, lads, you can be better than that. As for the Scythians, they are doing a fine job, to be honest. The Scythians are great. As long as they don't charge. Flipping out. I know it looked like he was about to charge into the spear wall then. Nice little farm over here, but anyway. Don't know where the edge of the map is. It's not. It's quite large, this battle map. Okay. Over here, generals are skirmishing. It's going a bit better. We've now killed 16% of their army, but a third of our army's gone down. Most of that is Libyans though, and the one general from the charge, which went wrong for him. When the Scythians run out of arrows, they can retreat. And that won't be a big issue. I don't know what he's doing. Don't charge. That's it. When you're skirmishing, it's fine. You just got to keep a constant eye on everything. Make sure they don't do something stupid. The AI can be a little bit dodgy at times. Yeah, the Libyans are completely gone. The Scythians don't seem to be shooting anymore. Come on, you can wear some of these spearmen down. Okay. Yeah, we've taken quite a few losses. It's not gone as well as possible, but I still reckon we've got more kills than they have. Because, you know, their army's a lot bigger, so... I don't know, we'll have to see the statistics at the end. I don't want to speed it up because I'm worried when the generals do something stupid. I'll speed up for a second. Keep an eye on what's going on. Okay. He's under fire, but it doesn't matter. These guys are gonna... they just disappear off the map afterwards because the general's dead, so the general's bodyguard just disappears. It's no longer a thing. This general is just chilling in the corner, but at least he's getting some shots in. It's fine. Oh, what? Okay, their captain, I think he's a captain, is dead. That's good. Is it a captain or is it a general? He's a captain, but still, that's better. And he might start routing a bit quicker. For example, these guys have started routing. But as soon as the Scythians run out of arrows, they need to get off the field. They're not any use anymore. But they're doing a good job wearing the spearmen down. Right, these guys I'm slightly worried about. Pause it for a second. They are about to get cornered. Yeah, they're running away. Good. Because they were literally just about to get cornered there. And Hillmen have broken. Good. Excellent work. A few of their units are breaking now. I don't think we'll win this. But we're getting more kills in now, which is nice. Speed up slightly. Okay, he's engaging in melee again, which They shouldn't be doing. I know they're routing, but they still shouldn't be. Scythians still haven't run out of arrows, which is good. And the balance of power is shifting. I mean, we have done better than them. Yeah, we sacrificed a few men, but we sacrificed a general. That was the main loss. The Libyans I'm not bothered about. All the Scythians are still there. The other generals are fine. It's just, yeah, a couple of bits went slightly wrong at the beginning. That's because that guy charged, but it happens. Unit routes, that's the Libyans. It's fine. Yeah, it's going okay. So why is this general not firing then, though? This guy should be firing on someone. He keeps sitting in the corner. He needs to actually do something. Get on those hillmen, maybe. Come on. I'll keep an eye on him and speed up a little bit. Okay, the Scythians have very nearly run out of arrows, at which point they can surrender. That's fine. I haven't got a problem with them surrendering once they've used all their arrows up. Relatively even percentages killed, but they have a lot more. So 32% of their army is a lot bigger than 33% of ours, which is good as well. Plus, we've got like a reserve army back at... is it Mazakar? Yeah, Mazakar. So this is pretty much their force in this region, whereas we have a lot more which can support us later. Scythians have nearly, I think they've run out of arrows. When they stop firing, they can retreat. Not quite yet. They're still firing, it seems. Or they don't seem to be firing. No, I don't think they're firing at this point. Okay, you can withdraw. Not in that direction, lads. Come on. Bit of common sense. Like, withdraw in this direction. Do they have to withdraw? Do they have to withdraw over there? Right, I might have to guide them because I don't want them getting caught up in Eastern infantry, for example. So, head on here. Oh, they've broken. You know what? Charge them down if they've broken. Okay, get out there, get out. I don't actually want these guys dying. I like the Scythians. The generals are nearly run out of arrows. So yeah, this guy's meant to be withdrawing, but he's withdrawing right across the battlefield through the Pontic force. You would have thought they'd withdraw from like over there, so they could get away from the Pontic force, but I don't know, whatever. So I have to keep an eye on these guys now. As for the chariots, you're doing okay, I think. You're doing okay. These are the main two that I'm worried about. These are the most important, but they seem to be doing an alright job at the moment. As long as they don't charge into anything, it's fine. These Scythians, just keep an eye on these guys. So where are they trying to withdraw to? It's this direction over here, isn't it? So I'm going to have to sort of try and dodge the Pontic units. I mean, what are these guys? These guys are just hillmen, but still, don't want them fighting hillmen. There's no point. Just go around here. Oh, they okay, we can charge them down if they literally are routing. There's 6 of them. Uh, 2, 1, 0. Okay, carry on withdrawing. I want to see what direction they're withdrawing to. Some of these generals have nearly run out of arrows. When they do, they can withdraw as well. I know that will give them a slight debuff to some of their, you know, personality traits, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to keep them alive. And they cease to become useful once the arrows are gone, in my opinion. I use the generals only for skirmishing, so you can withdraw again. The Scythians keep withdrawing and unwithdrawing, but that's what I have to do. All I need to do is get them over this red line. And there's slightly annoying forces over here. So I just have to absolutely dodge these guys. What are they? Eastern infantry. Come on. Slightly annoying there. Oh, one of the guys got stuck. He's still alive. They've broken anyway, so just withdraw. Okay, both those units are fleeing. These guys have nearly run out of arrows, so they can withdraw soon. I think maybe once he withdraws, the whole army withdraws, to be honest. But he can still get a few more kills in. Yeah, we kill 40% of their army. I'm not happy with this. We sacrificed a general for it, but that's what that's what happens sometimes in Total War. You have to make sacrifices for the sort of longer term goal, and we will be able to take out the Pontic capital because of this victory, I'm sure. These guys can fight to the end. When they've run out of arrows, they can retreat if they want. I don't really care. But yeah, these two we need to keep alive until the very bitter end. Speed up a little bit. As long as these guys don't get caught in a phalanx, which they don't seem to be stupid enough to do, they'll be fine. But they might charge once they've run out of arrows. You've still got missiles left. But anyway, this guy over here, honestly at this point, we can withdraw. We've got basically no arrows. He can withdraw. This guy can still fire. There's still a few units. This general is he going to withdraw a sensible way, or is he going to go right through the whole battlefield? He's going to go right through the whole battlefield. As long as he avoids the phalanx, don't care. Which I think he is going to avoid the phalanx. I think he's still firing while he's withdrawing, which is nice. Now, surely he can beat the phalanx. As long as the phalanx don't get there in time, and don't catch our men, he'll be fine. No, get out, get out, get out. Not into the phalanx. What can I do here? What can I do here? Out. Out. Over here. My god, over here. The chariots don't do what they're told. Withdraw, but in that direction. Don't walk into some spears. Like, these guys have no self-preservation at all. Okay. These guys have run out of missiles. I want them to retreat, but retreat in a sensible direction. Okay. This guy seems to be retreating in a sensible direction. This guy can fight to the end because he's going to disappear off the map anyway. So he's going to be fine. It's this guy I'm slightly worried about now because he nearly charged into some spears, or he did for a second. I think he lost a couple of men as well. So we'll just follow him out. Yeah, I think we got a lot more kills than they did. Probably at least double the amount of kills. So now it's just this guy, and he can fight right to the bitter end. I'll just fast forward it. He'll get, even if there's a couple more kills, it's just worth it. But I'll probably skip just the statistics screen because he's literally just skirmishing. So I will cut back in a second once we've won the battle. Okay, so this guy's run out of arrows now, but he can now go on his second suicide charge of the day because it's irrelevant if these guys die. These guys are routing, so they might be able to get a couple of kills in here. Yeah, he seems to be doing a decent job. Absolutely slaughtering the spearmen. Get over here. Let's get as many down as possible. There's a couple of phalanx left, which is the reason why we haven't won this battle. But it's gone pretty well, in all fairness. So I just want him to quickly try and reach some spearmen, if he can. I don't think he's going to reach those guys. No, he's not. But try and get these guys quickly. Come on. Get these guys down before they can retreat. Yep, he's done an alright job. A couple of them is going to get away. Any more units? These guys you can take down. But they won't be able to take down the phalanx. There's absolutely no way. They'll die straight away if they run into the phalanx. Might as well though. Take as many men down as possible. All these guys are going to die because they're routing. Come on, 2 left. Oh, this is painful to watch. Come on, lads. There's 2 of them left. Right, he's down. Just him. Right. I reckon they could possibly take down that single phalanx, not the 2 full-strength ones, pretty much full-strength ones. But if they just avoid these guys and go for them, you know what? Might be able to get another unit down. Meaning that Pontic force is down to only 2 units. I mean, they're going to charge straight into the spears and probably... Nope. Okay, they got them down, which is good. But now they'll definitely die if they charge into one of these spear walls. But we can give it a go, because why not? They seem to be doing an alright job, but yeah, they routed. Okay, fair enough. So it's a close defeat. They only got 84 kills in. I thought it was a lot more than that. But Kia got 500. So, and considering we had literally like a quarter the amount of men they did, we've done pretty damn well there. I'm very happy with that. That is a victory in my book. A victory in my book indeed. So Kia will once again retreat back into Mazakar, but that's not a problem. In fact, didn't even retreat that far. Oh, because he ran out of movement points. But that's fine. I'm very happy with that. Heroic death, yeah, that is slightly frustrating, but whatever. New faction here is now Kia. Well, I quite like that guy anyway. He seems to be doing a good job. Let's have a look at him. He's pretty decent. He's 40 years old though, which is a bit of a shame. And then this army is down to... They've regenerated some of their units, I can tell. But it's not as bad as it was, and the capital's got basically nothing in, so we definitely have the stronger force now. Bear in mind we still have all these guys as well. It should be okay. So that situation over there we've sorted out. Next up, I don't think there's a lot more we can do this turn. There's this general who's run out of movement points, but he's trying to just find some mercenaries. Hatra, we have this. Now, what army do we have in Hatra? We have this army in Hatra. Probably, thing is, there's some Seleucid armies which are messing around down here. Not many, but I don't want to move this army out and take Palmyra. And Palmyra is pretty well defended as well. So, I mean, I could try and bribe Palmyra. I think I've already tried that. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But we'll have to leave Palmyra for a bit, build up a force in Hatra, and then take on Palmyra. There's nothing more we can do. But for the moment, it seems to be all going pretty well. I'm going to just take this whole force and just drive away these rebels. They'll back off straight away, yeah. Just back off a little bit. And then, yeah, back into Hatra. Other than that, I don't think it's a huge... Oh, no, I forgot Tarsus is under siege. 3 units, I don't know of what. And there's only 1 unit of peasants inside the city. So, lucky we have a force in Mazacar, which will have to come down and take on these guys before they head up to the Pontic force. There's nothing I can do about it. Unless we could literally just bribe them off. But there's no diplomats around here, and we can take them down. So, we can have Bedouins, some Eastern mercenaries, not you, some Eastern mercenaries. It's not actually a lot of a force here. Really, real shame those Dalmatians got a bit depleted. Yeah, bit of a weak force. It's going to have to come down and attack this force over here. So we'll do that. Is there any way they can be backed up by anything? Not really. There isn't really much else. We can get one of the generals from Hatra over here, because I want to spread the generals out as much as possible. So you come over in this direction, and you can lead the force to take on the defense of Tarsus. So that's all we can do in that situation. Salamis is... I completely forgot we had Salamis, to be honest. Salamis isn't really doing a lot, but it's cool. Not really an issue. Yeah, so Hanikon Nassus has got a little bit of a force, but Cadonia is not quite strong enough yet, and we haven't even got any boats. We haven't even got port. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lower the tax rate in Cadonia, just so the population growth grows a little bit. I know we'll lose out on money, but money isn't a huge issue at the moment. Other than that, things seem to be going pretty well, although I could get this force up here. I think we need to be making some more ships. In fact, that's something Salamis can do, is produce a bit of a naval force to help out Cadonia, because they need a naval force, but they haven't got one. So you can just produce some biremes. Other than that, yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to... one last thing, and Syra. Oh, hasn't got anything. Okay. Probably could recruit some no diplomats or spies. Fair enough. I think this is all we can do now. Get some land clearance. Yeah, I will end the turn and we shall see what happens. Okay, so Seleucid diplomats moving around, Carthaginians, so various diplomats moving around basically. The Parthians look like they were talking to the... Oh, okay. So the Parthians have not betrayed us, but they have gone to war with us, certainly, which isn't good. It's not ideal. You know, we've got a couple of wars going on at the moment. I didn't really want one with the Parthians. I'm not bothered about the Parthian land, but that's what's happened, which is very, very frustrating. We know all of this. I don't really care about marriage and diplomatic information. We're now at war with the Parthians. Dacia and Macedon are at war, and Egypt and Armenia have broken their alliance because Parthia have gone to war with us. Not good. So it means now the Armenians are potentially a threat to Hatra as well. We're not at war with them, I believe, but not very good. Parthia have a decent sized army as well, like very decent sized, and Bostra doesn't have any garrison. This is the problem with Mercenaries Only campaign, is that you have no garrison in any of your settlements. This guy is going to have to head down south and try and muster up an army out of something.
No more moves.
Otherwise we're completely stuck. But what we could do, last resort, get a diplomat over here and bribe the Parthians. Is what we're going to have to do. So recruit a diplomat. We're going to have to get a diplomat over to Bostra in time to bribe this guy. There's no construction we can do with only a wooden palisade. We can repair that for a start. But yeah, nothing we can do in that sense. We're going to have to try and bribe that Parthian army, I think. Would it be better if we could just recruit a diplomat from here? It takes about the same amount of time. Okay, so that's nothing really much we can do in that sense. I'm interested though in Pontus. First of all, don't know where that army's gone. Probably into the capital. Yeah. The capital's now reinforced. This army... Right, so who are you?
My liege.
You are going to move down south to defend Tarsus.
My liege.
There aren't any mercenaries available. This is really frustrating. Okay. Okay. I do want to make a move on the Pontic capital. There's something I want to do, and I want to do soon. But our forces are kind of divided. Let's see, first of all, if this general has any mercenaries he can bring along. Doesn't seem like it. And this path is blocked because of some rebels. So he's probably not going to be able to get over to Tarsus in time. Realistically, he's not going to be able to. In which case, he needs to head down south. I know there is a rebel family over here. But he's a little bit isolated, this guy. Okay, I think he's a little bit stuck. In all honesty, he's going to have to head back into Hatra. There's nothing we can do because there's some rebels down here. In which case, we need to get this general, one of these generals, down over to Tarsus. We need to get a bigger force to take on Tarsus. I'm not going to lose that as well.
Moves depleted, mighty lord.
As for... Yeah, and there's no diplomat nearby. We need to go recruit a diplomat in Antioch. But yeah, no diplomat nearby is causing a bit of trouble. This guy can join his general. So now that's a decent force. There's only 3 selected units, but we don't know what they are. I tell you what, there's a way we can find out, which is by pretending to sally forth.
Sire.
We can have a look. 3 militia hoplites. That's not too bad. But what we need for that is skirmishers to deal with hoplites. And don't think any of that force has got skirmishers in it.
My liege.
No. Absolutely no skirmishers at all. Well, apart from the general. That's not good. Really, that force probably would have been better served going up there, and the skirmishers would have been better served going in the city. But... Sorry, the infantry would have been better served going there, but I've made the decision now. We're going to have to stick with it. First of all, just hop over here. There's no mercenaries. Very, very frustrating indeed. In which case, what can you bring along? Nothing in Ancyra, apart from some barbarians, but they're really, really trash. This army's not done anything for ages. Like, we probably needed some of these guys over in this direction, but it's too late now. I'm really concerned about these Pontic armies. Thrace. Thrace has got only 2 garrison. This army seems to be moving out, which is good. So I'm going to let that army move out and then take Byzantium. But we could just go straight for Nicomedia. What is this Pontic force? It's not that strong. There's a lot of peltasts, but they're good experienced peltasts. 2 generals. It's a decent sized army, and I am worried about going for Nicomedia, and then these guys are going to come straight away. Bear in mind he could get over straight away, so I'm going to keep in the fort, as frustrating as it is. But I will see there's more mercenaries available, which there aren't. Right, okay, nothing we can do then. Nothing we can do. But this ship needs to come over here,
Ready to sail.
because it is going to be needed pretty
Aye, my
soon.
lord.
Like so. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit difficult, because it's just the fact that we haven't got a lot of garrison. That's the main problem I found. Low tax rate over here, but they're still unhappy, so you can have some public baths or something, you'll be fine. Other than that, what can we do? It's just annoying we've needed to spread out our force a little bit.
Forward.
Some mercenaries are available in Cadonia. Rhodian slingers are good. I think it's about time we head towards Halicarnassus. Are they under siege? Oh, flip. Okay, they're under siege, which is probably a bad thing, because probably the Greeks will get it, or the Seleucids. But if the rebels win, then they'll be a bit weaker and we can attack them and it'll be a lot easier. So I'm going to get this ship over
Aye, great lord.
to Cadonia.
Aye, my lord.
Hopefully it doesn't die on the
Out
way.
of moves,
Having a
sire.
quick look at roads. The garrison's not very strong, but there is a Greek army which is quite strong over here. And I can't see who is besieging Halicarnassus, but we're going to finally get that Cadonian army back over in this direction, which is good. Nothing we can do about Palmyra. We need to defend the settlements we have currently first. But
Mighty
nothing
general.
we can do. Bostra, I mean, you can recruit some peasants, but it's not going to help. It's not going to help. It will do a very, very minimal amount.
sire.
We need to get this diplomat down south. That's going to be the main, because they're going to be the main issues. We could try and bribe this Seleucid, but he's not going to be interested. Get this guy down south a little bit. He'll be more use over there. I don't think there's a lot we can do. I don't want to take on that force particularly, but I have just seen these guys are outside the city. One unit is, meaning if we attack them now, we could possibly skirmish around them. The people from Mazkar can't get there in time. What I'm going to try and do is engage them, see what they've got, and see if we can fight them out in the open field again. So, 102 men against about 600. We are massively outnumbered yet again. Eastern mercenaries are nothing. Spartacus has himself and a bunch of spearmen. So we might be able to do a little bit of damage to these guys. We won't be able to take the city, but we will do the same thing. I will speed up a little bit this battle because it's pretty much the same as what you've seen. It's more sort of the same skirmishing around the spearmen. I will need to be a bit more careful though. This is a much bigger, more dangerous army, which has some cavalry, which means that they're faster as well. So I'm going to need to keep a bit of an eye on what's going on, but I reckon we can do a good job. Spread these guys out. You guys can just go anywhere. Have you all like that. Let's go. First of all on these guys. We can get these guys down quickly, I reckon, because they're isolated. Skirmish around them, they'll be down within seconds. They're already running away. As long as the general doesn't get caught up, they should be going down very, very quickly, which is good. Are they going down? They are. 59, they've gone down by about half, but you know, their defense is not that good, but our arrows aren't that strong. Okay. The Libyans can deal with the spearmen. Okay, you've already run out of arrows. Absolutely useless. Just withdraw. You can withdraw because you're not doing anything. The Scythians, now what have we got here? Pontic light cavalry and their missile cavalry. That's annoying. That's annoying they have missile cavalry. If anything, Libyans, just charge into these guys. I know you're going to... Oh, no, don't. That's a waste. That's a waste. You go there. You need to stay away from the light cavalry, but head up the hill. You can maybe take on some of their phalanx. So, for example, you head up there, and you head up there. Let's see how that works. Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult fight. As long as we get more kills than they do and our general doesn't die, I won't be too unhappy. We've already killed 10% of their army. The Scythians are doing a good job. Need to keep an eye on these guys. These guys are the concern. These guys are running away. Hopefully these spearmen won't get to them in time. No, avoid the spearmen. Avoid the spearmen. That's it. Now withdraw. Nice. Okay. You're fine now. As for you guys, that's the Pontic light cavalry, isn't it? No, that's the Eastern general. Right, get him down. He's going to be, you know, if we can get him down, that'd be really good. If we can get him down before this cavalry comes over. Fortunately, it is coming over very, very quickly. Which means, this, yeah, the Scythians are taking fire. There's lots of arrows being fired. I think we're doing slightly better than them. The Scythians need to be careful they don't get caught up. I don't know how this is going to go. Okay, what I'll do is I'll speed it forward a little bit. If anything exciting happens, I'll let you know. I think it's going to be too big of a force to skirmish around, to be honest. This is taking the next level. 2 units versus the whole army. And these guys keep getting some shots in, which isn't good. These guys are the most annoying thing of all, really. We've done an alright job, but the odds are just stacked against us massively, like ridiculously huge. Yeah, if we can get that light cavalry down, or the Eastern general, I'll be quite happy though. But I need to be very careful about what I do. Speed it forward a little bit. We're not taking many hits. And as soon as these guys run out of arrows, they can just get off the field again, like we've done before. We have taken out nearly 20% of their army, which is nice. Speed it forward. He seems to be getting some good shots in. That's the Pontic light cavalry, which seems to be doing an alright job. If we get the general down, that'd be great. Both these guys could focus on the general and don't die in the process. Be very happy. We've lost a few Scythians, but it's not the end of the world. I really wish there were some more Scythians in the area. That would be great. Seems to get some good shots in. A couple of them are going down though. Okay, we've killed 20% of their army now. It's just the fact that they have some light cavalry that are missile. It's basically the fact they've got missile cavalry. It's the fact they've got any kills at all of any sort. But we seem to be doing an alright job, not losing too many men. And if we could get their general down, that'd be a massive bonus. Really, really would be good. Okay, the Scythians have run out of arrows. Meaning they need to withdraw, but they're going to withdraw right across those guys, aren't they? Knew it. Okay. In which case, you've got to try and avoid everyone. Avoid everyone. You go over here. The general can still do a bit more. The Scythians need to do as they're told and go over there. Avoiding the hillmen. Okay. Over there. You see, the mercenaries don't always do as they're told, which is another disadvantage of using all mercenary armies, is the fact that they are quite hard to control. Get over there, lads. Come on. They're not doing... I'm going to take skirmish mode off. Maybe that is the issue here. General's still doing an okay job. The Scythians are taking some fire, which means they should really be quick. Because they've got basically no defense. They've got no armor at all, because they are not even... You know, they're topless. They're completely topless. Now withdraw. You should be fine. As long as they don't get caught up in those guys, they should be fine. As for the general's doing an okay job, but I'm worried about the fact he's getting a little bit cornered here. So just get up there. I don't want him to get cornered. That would be disastrous. He's still got some arrows though. As long as he's got arrows, he's useful. When he doesn't have arrows, he will cease to become useful. Which is very close to that stage. Right, now, because he's basically run out, I need to get him to the withdrawal point. But without dying, so I need to basically get him to dodge this whole army. So he needs to be quick. He's going to take some hits. Oh, flipping hell. Those Pontic light cavalry have caused a bit of an issue here today. As long as he doesn't die, it's not a disaster. These guys are annoying as well. I think the general might have a missile, you know. But anyway, he's got around most of them. Now withdraw. Is he withdrawing? I hope he is. Yes, he is. Okay. He's being chased by everyone, but he should be able to get away in time. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I have to have a look at the stats to see. He killed a quarter of their army, and considering we only had basically 2 units because the Libyans didn't do anything, we did pretty well. To kill a quarter of a big 800-man army, or 600-man army, or whatever it was, with the amount of men we had. So we have 91 men remaining. They still have a lot, though. They still have a lot, but we did as much as we could. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the general down, but we're sort of wearing them away, which is the positive thing. But yeah, the fact that we're having to spread our units out over a large area now is causing a bit of an issue indeed. Okay, so he's going to back off, which is fine. That's fine. It's not ideal, but we got a few kills in, which is good. And that is the situation. Decent force there. It's just frustrating, but okay. No mercenaries still in this area. I'm going to wait. Those Thracians hopefully will move next turn, and then we can go for Byzantium, which would be great. If we could bribe those Thracians, we could go for Byzantium now. Get in the boat, go over here, and talk to the Thracians. How about you join our army for a very, very small amount of money, like that, and then we don't have to worry about them anymore. Then Byzantium has only got 2 men. The family member and the militia hoplites shouldn't be too much of an issue. So now you guys get off the fort, get on the boat, get over here, and besiege Byzantium.
Sure. Can't do that, sire.
Yes, we're going to war with Thrace.
Orders.
So,
Engage
build
the
some
enemy.
rams, and we'll be there
Besieging
next turn.
settlements hand.
So Byzantium will be ours. We should have done that a while ago, to be fair, but whatever. So yeah, we're now at war, but you know what? Not too bad. The diplomat is probably not that useful there anymore. It seems like he's not able to bribe. Oh, for goodness sake, he couldn't quite get on the land. Surely he could. No, he can't quite. We'll do it next turn. Yeah, I wanted to speak to at least one of these guys, but he can't seem to bribe the Pontic forces, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. But yeah, Byzantium will be ours next turn, which is nice. We have a bit of a foothold on the sort of European mainland, if you want, which is nice. The situation in Tarsus, he's coming over. Nothing more we can do, unless there's a... Did we recruit a yeah, okay, we're getting a diplomat over here. Diplomacy is so important in this run, it's been ridiculous. Where's this spy most useful? Possibly in this direction, just to see whether the Armenians are coming. But I want to spy on the Pontic forces, so come over here. Come on, you can go further than that. There we go, and now we can see Pontus, which is nice. And we can attack them next turn as well. I don't think there's anything more we can do, so we'll probably advance one more turn, and then that'll be the end of the episode. Sidon might have a bit of rioting, but nothing I can do unless they want some peasants. Peasants make everything alright, don't they? Yeah, of course. And then Tarsus, they can have a few peasants just to keep them happy. Tarsus really should have built some walls. Don't know why I didn't do that when they first besieged, but whatever. So yeah, I think that's all we can do. We will advance turn and see what happens. End of turn. The Seleucids are doing various things, but they didn't attack. That Pontic force has moved out. I don't know what... what are they doing? Okay. They might have just left their capital wide open for us. After all that fighting, they might just walk out of there for no reason. That stuff we all know. Okay. Right. First of all, let's get over to Kydonia. I think that's a good idea. Well, actually, first of all, go to Kydonia, but via sort of Halicarnassus way. So it's a Seleucid force that are attacking Halicarnassus. Hopefully, the rebels win, but they won't. Be very surprised if the rebels win. The Seleucids have done well this round, or this game, or whatever you want to say. But still, we're going to have a war against the Greeks soon. We need to get this force off of Kydonia. They're no use there, so come over here. There's more mercenaries available. Such a great place for mercenaries, it really is. What I'll do is probably keep the general here, because Kydonia is so great for mercenaries. But all the mercenaries he's recruited can go back and forth by ship. So, you can definitely come over. That'll probably be it. So all of you, and then minus the general. And that's a little force, but that'll help. That'll help against the war against Thrace and the eventual war against the Greeks. So, that's a decent sized force. And yeah, the general can stay here. That's fine. He can go in the city for the moment. As for the rest, what has gone on? So, first of all, situation in Tarsus. We need to see whether we can take down these Seleucids. This general has no mercenaries. 3 men, 2 militia hoplites. It's just annoying that we haven't got any skirmishers. Really what I could do with right now. But we're probably just going to have to attack them. Let's see what happens. They might back off if we attack. They haven't backed off, but we're now here. So if they do attack, we have a force. I mean, okay, fair enough. I don't know if there's a lot more we could have done. Now, this diplomat, what can he do? Palmyra didn't want to be bribed today. They're not going to be bribed. Okay, we need a diplomat to talk to the Parthians first of all. So, did we have one in Jerusalem? We did. Can't quite get to the Parthians in time. We can next turn. Hopefully the Parthians don't attack, just so we can speak to them. But we just need to get to the Parthians. We can't quite. As for you, there's some mercenaries available, which is great. Eastern mercenaries. Honestly, if we're going to bribe the Parthians, he's not actually that much use in this direction. It's more useful up here, sort of towards Palmyra, when we eventually go and attack these guys. But this guy can just wander around and find some mercenaries. Just attack this guy. I can't be asked to fight it, to be honest. He could just chill here. So, okay, in the final thing we'll probably do is... Oh my goodness, they've left one unit of garrison after all of that. They have left one unit of garrison over there. Madness. But anyway, we will bring along... Actually, no, we won't bring along anything. Kia... Right, just first of all, spy, come over here and see where... Yes, they're over there. Now... Captain Asander. If we can get into their capital before he can get back over, we've done it. So... Chance of success 100%. Please say he can open the walls. If he can open the walls, Pontus are pretty much screwed in this region of the world. Oh, I don't think they can quite get there in time. It's because of Libyans. Get the Libyans out. I don't care about Libyans. Now we can just about enter the city, I think. I'll double check. Okay, we can. And the city walls are open. So we don't need a ram. And this is the best news possible. I don't know why Pontus did this. I will fight it. I don't know why Pontus did that, but they have just moved the garrison we have been trying to destroy for so long. They just moved out for no reason. Madness, absolute madness. But fair enough. This settlement will finally be ours, which is great news indeed. So this should be relatively simple. There is one unit, 20 men. It's the general and his 19 bodyguards. I think it's heavy cavalry. Yeah, the Pontus have heavy cavalry. So we should be able to skirmish around him fine. I don't know if he has a missile attack. I don't think he does, but we're just going to straight away go up in there. There's no defense of the walls or anything. This should be relatively straightforward. Speed it up a little bit. Yeah, this is, I can't believe that's one of the biggest mistakes I've ever seen an AI make tactically on Rome Total War. Just the fact that they just walked out the city and left this guy on his own. So Eastern General's coming over, and we can just skirmish around him. He hasn't got a missile attack, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. No, oh no he does, he has some javelins, fair enough. But our missiles are stronger than his, and we have more men, and he's slower than us, so... The combination of that means we should be able to get him down very quickly. Or easily, anyway. He's chasing us off a little bit. We haven't actually killed any of them yet. Because our missile attack isn't that strong, to be fair. And he's very heavily armoured. Ah, no. Why do they always get caught up? Get out there. Get out. Oh my... Okay, they're down to 9, but why did the guys charge? You don't do that. Just use your skirmishing. Okay, we won. I don't know how his general died that quickly, but we're lucky. We're lucky that didn't go a lot worse. Oh my goodness. Okay, the enemy general's fallen. Spartacus, oddly enough, and I think it's just 2 bodyguards left, so we'll be able to take them down easily. Okay. Nearly went a bit wrong there, but we managed to get out of time, and we managed to kill their general, which is good. These 2 guys are the only ones left. They'll go down quickly. One of them's down. This is the final guy. How are we missing him this much? Come on. This one guy is... Look how many arrows he's avoided. He's literally going in a straight line. This guy... Yeah, okay, he's finally dead. Flipping hell. Okay, so... Whatever, we won, that's the important thing, and we now have this Pontic city, and they only have one more left, and that is Nicomedia, which is very weak. The only reason we haven't attacked Nicomedia is because they've got a couple of armies outside, but this is now our place. We'll exterminate them, and we will lower the tax rate. The first thing we'll do, oh, okay, that's not really enough, get some peasants in quickly. That's still not going to be enough. Construct some stone walls, it's got, or some sewers. Sewers maybe for the public order. Although it should be fine for like 1 turn. Just get a few men over maybe. So like get you over, and you over to our city, and then you as well. And talking of cities, maybe we should move our capital. Our capital is currently Alexandria, I think. Yeah. We should logically move it sort of over here. Maybe Antioch, I'm thinking. It's a city. It's a minor city. I think Antioch would be a more logical place for the capital to be. Didn't really think about that for a while, but we will think Antioch will be the capital now. Let's see how public order is now that's happened. People might be a bit happier, particularly, yeah, they're already happier. Antioch's obviously happier. Are these guys happy? Still? Okay, Alexandria's a little bit unhappy. Can't really blame them, but we'll recruit some peasants. And we will construct, rather than roads, how about we construct, could do an execution square. Let's get a temple though. Oops, let's get a temple. That'll be better for the public order. These guys will be okay, they're not too unhappy. Now, the diplomat, can he get over to the... Oh no, he couldn't quite get over to the Parthians, could he? I forgot about that. We'll have to see what happens next turn regarding that. But yeah, great move that we managed to get this city, and now Turkey's nearly all ours, which is very, very good. It's very, very good indeed. I mean, honestly, I think that's all we can do this turn. But I probably won't do another turn today. I will just leave it for now. Next time, we will take on the Thracians of Byzantium. That'll be easy. They've literally got 2 units. We'll finish off the Pontic force. Definitely finish them off. You know what I'm thinking, sort of tactically? We could try... I've got a plan, but we'll sort it out later. What I have seen is there's some more mercenaries available, so you can get these guys. A lot of, is it Bastana? No, Thracian mercenaries. We've got a lot of Thracian mercenaries, which is good. And a few Bastana as well. But anyway, it's going pretty well. This episode is gone better. We're going to defend Bostra and Tarsus probably through diplomacy, in all honesty. Did we get a diplomat over in the end? Oh, flipping out. Antioch. Agent. Diplomat. Could he speak to these guys and just tell them to go away? Bribe them? I don't think they'll accept. Oh. 3,496. After all of that, they're just going to go like that. Fair enough. The power of diplomacy in this game is underrated, I can tell you that. So now these guys aren't actually needed over here. They can head up towards, well, probably in this direction. This is where the main wars are going to be going on next, because 3 or 4 big cities we're going to have to fight against. So everyone really needs to be coming over in that direction. So sort of head over in this direction and you'll be fine. Because yeah, this is where we're going to need all our armies. This is where these guys are going to be heading over soon. You know, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. And I will be back very, very soon with these videos, some faction guides, and I'm thinking of starting a new campaign as well, alongside this current one, where I've always wanted to play as Scythia, so I'm thinking of doing that as well. But we'll have to see. That's something I'm planning very, very soon. So keep out an eye for that. But thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.